Title III is for EL students, and these are students who are moving into our district who have limited English. They come to us with another language. We identify them through when they enroll in our school district.
I think LPS is really committed to trying to find ways for all students to be successful. I know we say we don't want roadblocks, but this is something that we don't want any of our students to have. And so ensuring we provide students what they need, and also professional development for our teachers to have so they can be successful with those students in the classroom. We want our students to be in the least restrictive environment, and that is with their peers and with great teachers.
First and foremost, the one thing you want to do is when they come in the room, you make them feel welcome. So number one thing, make them feel welcome. But other than that, I bring them in once a week and we just practice those strategies. And some of it is academic focused, like not necessarily English, math, science, but more school focused in the sense of, can I have a pencil? Can I go to the bathroom?
We have teachers that use Google Translate. We have Lexia English, which is a program designed to get them speaking, okay? Because the way we develop language is we start with our oral language. As soon as they start using the language orally, then they can start recognizing that word in print. They can start learning how to write that word.
You can definitely see the growth. There is actually a development of the progression of English language. And one of the first things that you'll do is you'll notice it's called the silent period. They don't understand what you're saying. They're trying to make out sounds. So you give them the ability to interact with their peers. And then you see that progression go. Like, they're not gonna learn the whole English language in 1 year, but through development, intentional teaching, and caring, you can take them as far as they can go.
Is difícil o fácil? Is it hard or is it easy? Hard! High five there.
And I think it's really great for our students to be able to have the tools through Google Translate, the earbuds and things like this, to help them feel like they belong. Everyone wants to know that they belong somewhere, and it's very difficult because if you're not allowed to communicate with people, you feel very isolated. And we don't want any kid to feel isolated. We want them all to know that they're welcome, and we're glad they're here.
I believe that all kids are capable of learning. We just have to figure out how they learn and apply it that way, which means that you might be teaching things differently. So I've seen a lot of progression, and I think they're feeling more and more comfortable to be able to practice their English with their peers and with me.
We've started continuous PD, which was out of our strategic plan. Teachers wanted more professional development. This is an area that all schools need assistance in because our numbers are increasing regularly. Lawton Public Schools wants these students to feel safe in the environment, but more importantly, their families are also releasing their students to us, and they have a right to have an education. So how do we make them feel safe? Because if they don't feel safe, they're not going to want to learn. And so that professional development really is to ease the nerves that some teachers may have having a student like that in their classroom. They're just like any student, they just need a little bit more tools to be successful.
We get people from everywhere. You know, we live in a state where the Native American culture is prevalent, and sometimes they don't have English background. We also have people coming from different countries. We have the Army here, which means that we could potentially get a whole lot of cultures in one thing. So one, it's important for us to embrace each other and understand that we all come from different places, but that doesn't mean that we got to treat each other differently. And then two, it allows them to slowly progress into the English culture and the English language. It's important for them because if you try to rush too much, you get so frustrated and so overwhelmed. So you have to take it back to the beginning, but understand they're not babies either. So is it complicated? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. We need this to help every student become successful with the 3 E's: enlist, employ, or enroll. And that's giving these kids that same chance.